Welcome to Secure Code Warrior. In this module, we'll be discussing the advantages of using AI when writing code. Artificial intelligence has emerged as a valuable assistant to developers. Let's take a look at the benefits it brings to the table. Generating code. AI could help accelerate code development by generating boilerplate code, writing scripts, and thus boosting efficiency in the coding process. Enhanced collaboration. AI could serve as a valuable collaborator by helping with debugging, refactoring, and summarization of code. Personalized learning. In the realm of learning, AI could act as a personalized guide, refining search terms to provide more accurate and relevant information. This tailored approach enhances the learning experience, especially when exploring new topics. Before we start exploring these advantages, we need to be mindful that AI tools don't automatically understand the specific risks a business might face. It's crucial for developers to focus on balancing efficiency with security by applying critical thinking and learning about threat intelligence and modeling to ensure security when using AI while coding. Additionally, AI doesn't take responsibility, it's on the developer. Now, let's explore each of these advantages in more detail. Generating code. Advantage. As a developer, you often find yourself writing repetitive sections of code, known as boilerplate, that are duplicated in various parts of your project with little to no variation. Leveraging AI can speed up the generation of boilerplate code or basic scripts, as the AI's understanding of generic patterns is ingrained in its learning data, mitigating potential security concerns. Warning: the consistency of AI-generated code may vary over time. The non-deterministic nature of LLMs and potential changes in the underlying models could result in varying responses over time. Careful validation is advised to ensure code quality, as the generated code may differ with each response the developer gets. Also, AI-generated code is often geared towards simplicity and overlooks real-world concerns such as security considerations. Let's look at an example. A technology company has a dedicated team of developers who are working on coding the back-end for an invoice management application. One of the developers on the team is tasked with crafting the database layer for the application. Recognizing the potential for increased efficiency, they use the assistance of an AI to speed up their coding process. The developers provide the AI with the details for the invoice database model. Invoice ID primary key, invoice number, issue date, due date, total amount, status, for example, draft, sent, paid. The developer gets the database code. After reviewing the generated code, the developer refines it, ensuring it aligns with the project requirements, allowing due date to be nullable. Enhanced collaboration. Moving on to enhanced collaboration, with AI, you always have a pair programmer at your service. It could help with brainstorming and getting ideas. Another use might be finding and fixing code issues, creating documentation, and explaining code. As AI is good at recognizing patterns from its training, it can help give appropriate names in coding based on the context and language. AI could be useful because it makes the code easier to understand and work with, making the whole coding process simpler and more organized. Having an assistant that makes coding easier and more understandable improves problem-solving within the development workflow. Warning: while AI is a good source for generating ideas and suggestions, it's recommended to examine and validate its outputs. The collaborative process should involve a human review to ensure the reliability and accuracy of the provided modifications or suggestions. Let's look at an example. A technology company that provides an invoice management application receives feedback on a critical bug in their software. Customers reported inconsistencies in total amounts when discounts were applied. A developer is being tasked to fix this bug, but the code around discounts is undocumented and a few years old, and the employee responsible has since left the company. The developer tries to unravel the code but has a hard time understanding it. The developer contacts AI with snippets of code and some context around the purpose of that code. Thanks to the pair programming sessions with the AI, the developer identified the issue in the calculation logic related to compound discounts, specifically in scenarios where both a percentage discount and a fixed amount discount are applied simultaneously. The calculation failed to adjust the fixed amount discount proportionally. The developer discusses the proposed solution from the AI to make adjustments to ensure accurate calculations in these specific combinations. Armed with these insights, the developer implemented the suggested changes. Personalized learning. Let's delve into personalized learning. AI tailors your learning experience, especially when navigating complex topics. Serving as a companion, it can be more helpful when certain terms don't provide many results in search engines or when you need a specific solution to your project that you can't search for in a search engine. AI can provide results based on a bigger context provided by the user. This personalized approach streamlines research, making the exploration of complex subjects more efficient. Warning: users should exercise caution, cross-verify AI-generated guidance, and be aware that AI as a language model might occasionally generate content that is not accurate or based on facts, especially if the data isn't included in its training data or is newer than the training data's cutoff. The information provided by AI can stem from biases and errors present in their training data, a lack of true contextual understanding, challenges in handling vagueness in the prompt received from the user, or simply be oversimplified for demonstration purposes. Let's look at an example. Consider a scenario involving a DevOps engineer in a large organization tasked with overseeing a version control system with 1,000 repositories. The engineer's responsibility includes managing automatic security advisories for all these repositories. The challenge arises when they struggle to find a consolidated overview page displaying all security issues across repositories without the need to navigate individually to each repository's security advisory page. Unable to find a solution through traditional search methods, the engineer turns to AI for assistance. Engineer: I want to have an overview of all security alerts for every repository in our organization without having to check each one individually. Can you help? The AI, leveraging its extensive learning model that encompasses documentation for the version control tool, informs the engineer that there isn't a direct feature for this in the tool. However, it suggests an alternative approach, scripting API calls directly from the version control tool. Now equipped with the scripted solution, the engineer can run it on a weekly basis, obtaining a comprehensive overview of all security advisories in a convenient CSV format. Congratulations, you have now completed this module.